All right, we're here at the 45th Annual Labor Day Shootout for our annual interview with the Tom Nesbitt. You know, some of you kids that watch YouTube, you might not remember Tom, so just really quick. Tom is the winner of the Silver 1000, the Labor Day Shootout, the Northern Nationals, the Thunder Bay Invitational, the WISSOTA 100, the Funky Manor Challenge of Champions, and the Red Clay Classic, and many of them are multiple wins. So I just wanted to give you guys some background, so when he talks, you should probably listen. So thanks for taking a few minutes.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, so let's just start with, in general, your feeling, the state of WISSOTA late model racing right now.
It needs motor rules changed. And they can't take away good speed parts that they've given us, because it's really bad when you take good parts and have to put them on the shelf and that are still good. What they need to do is lower the compression. And compression is the thing that kills motors. It blows head gaskets, it cracks cylinder walls, it cracks main bearing webs and blocks. And we need to get rid of compression. If we get rid of the compression, you're going to lose 25 horsepower. But everybody's going to lose 25 horsepower. And most everybody gets their engine rebuilt through the winter, right? So if you say go to a 10-to-1 compression ratio instead of this 13 or 14, everybody's going to have to buy a new set of pistons. Okay? So that's $600 to $900, another couple hundred to balance it. So it's going to add $1,200 to your rebuild over the winter. Okay, and then this motor will last. It will last all summer without a rebuild, and it may last another summer. The compression motors live forever. Okay, it's not that much to ask. They got what they call a sniffer that can check the compression ratio, and I think that's what WISSOTA needs to do. With their motors, they're ridiculous. The present WISSOTA motor rule was designed to eliminate $13,000 and $14,000 motors years ago, and it worked. You could build a WISSOTA motor then for $7,000, and it was when they went to the aluminum heads, that was a great idea. They'd never caught an illegal head till they went to the aluminum head, because there was no specs on it. It was a good rule, and it was not expensive. They weren't expensive. Anyway, nowadays they need to do something with the compression to keep WISSOTA down. Price. That's the only thing I come up with. You can't take away our intake manifolds. You can't take away our oil system. You can't take away our existing, and it's like I said, when you got to put those good parts on the shelf and can't use them anymore, that's bad for racing. And I don't know how it's going to change it. I think, and this is getting a little winded, this limited late model.
Yeah, you don't like him, not a fan.
No, they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're expensive. They've got motor rules where you can build your own. There's no teching. I've never seen them pull a limited late model down and check for a built motor, what they call a built motor. You can also run a crate motor, which I'm against those too. But the limited late model, and I don't know how to, they run for super stock bursts.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I don't know how to do it, but those limited late models should form a committee. I don't know. I'm talking. I don't know how to do it. That approach WISSOTA to get the motor rules changed. A WISSOTA motor now starts $27,000. Now, if you look into building a WISSOTA motor, you can't spend $12,000 on parts. You can buy the most expensive parts in the world to build your motor, and it won't come over $12,000. Now, this extra money, 12 to 27, is in the research and development that the engine builder did to get that horsepower for you to buy his motor. But he charges every motor that research and development. Which people are paying it, he can do it. That's he's in business to make money. You can't knock the guy for making money. So anyways, the only thing I can come up was lower the compression on their motor, and they'll live longer.
Well, I guess this ties in kind of nice. One of my other questions, so you got that repairable vehicles, TriState Series, you know, running in kind of South Dakota, Western Minnesota. We've got the Wave-M, Dirt Kings that way, which they can run the aluminum motors, is my understanding, with some restrictors. Would you like to see something like that here?
Well, WISSOTA tried it 1 year.
Yes, I remember about, yeah. And Don Shaw won a race.
Then Don Shaw started winning races, and they eliminated the rule. Which was really, what if someone had heard about Shaw's success and ordered a motor, and then WISSOTA changed the rule 1 month into the season? Now that's crazy. What if somebody put $10,000 on a motor to order? I got to have a motor like Shaw, and then WISSOTA changed it. They shouldn't be able to change 1 month after the season starts.
But do you like that combo? How they're doing that a little bit? Does it make sense to you as a racer?
To tell you the truth, I don't know what. I know they're called open motors, and I don't know what they cost. I've never looked into it. The only thing I've looked into what a WISSOTA motor costs and how to save it would be lower compression. I'm all for that. Everybody would lose the 25 horsepower, but you would never notice that on a racetrack.
All right, speaking of rules, real quick. The droop rule, of course, over the last handful of years, lots of headlines. Is it needed? What do you think?
First off, it's named wrong. It's not a droop rule, it's a height rule. Ray Cook invented it, dreamed it up because he said it was causing cars to roll over.
Oh.
You know, getting
in
the back.
Series?
See, when Kevin Rumley come along years ago and won all the races with Davenport, the secret of his car was getting the spoiler above the roof. You know, that was it. Get the car to droop on the front, raise the back, the left rear up to get the spoiler higher in the roof. That was his secret. Plus, there was some hidden smoke and mirrors.
He had that part.
The part. What we call it, the fixture.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was other things, and because there was no suspension anymore, the whole rules changed about shocking and that. And when we were growing up, unsprung weight was the thing. Well, now, because there is no suspension anymore, because of the droop rule for greasing, they don't need unsprung weight. The tires are the swings now, on the right front and the left rear. They're the suspension. And it's just, I don't agree with the droop rule. It's been caught illegal a few times. I don't know what the answer is. Right now it seems to be going along all right, and everybody seems happy with it. You know, and they've it's got a limiter on their suspension to how high your deck can go.
Right.
And right now it seems to be going all right. There's some associations dropped it, and some kept it.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, obviously there's been a theme this summer was WISSOTA teching. I'm not just talking at the WISSOTA level, but Godnick has had a lot of issues down in Superior with droop rules and different things. You know, with the modifieds. I mean, I don't know if you've heard any of that, but just is there just too much policing, or is there just, or does it need to go much further the other way to tighten things up?
No, I think they should go do the policing. I think they should just. So then the drivers will get even. You know, they will follow the rules because everybody wants to. Well, it used to be. They say cheating, but I call it getting progressive.
Yeah. Going to the line and maybe a little over.
Yeah.
But that's what that's always been. That's been racing since 1950, yes. Right? I mean,
I've been accused of some things, and some of them are true, and some of them aren't.
All right. Last question. We were sitting here a year ago at the Labor Day shootout. I asked you about Kennedy Swan. Nothing but good things to say, but you did say, I heard they're going to go A-mod. I don't know if that's the right decision. A year later, what do you think? You still kind of thinking the same, or?
No, they probably did the right thing. She's doing really great. She won a feature at Granite City.
Yeah.
And she got second last night. The modified is the hardest. A-mod is the hardest car to drive I've ever driven. The sprint car is one of the easiest cars, and the A-mod is one of the hardest. but she's doing great. She's handling it great. Now, she had an offer of a late model ride this past summer, but because they didn't like the brand of the offer, they didn't take it.
They walked away.
They walked away from that, and they're true to their brand. They've been with it for years, and their brand makes a great late model. And
We saw last night, third place car.
and I don't know why. She's probably made the right decision to try A-Mod for a couple of years. I mean, she's been very successful. She drives really good. Has made very many mistakes, and I've been watching her all summer. A couple little boo-boos, but everybody makes boo-boos.
Yeah, sure. So the right decision was made, all in all, you think?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, folks. This one's gonna be a little shorter. He's got to get to lunch. Of course, he's a celebrity, so he had a bunch of people waiting for him down at Palmer's. So, thanks again, Tom Nesbitt, and we will catch all of you on the next video.